I'd say probably when I was around 7, 8 at the time. I really liked drawing pictures growing up. And one of the things I drew pictures of was actually myself being a priest at the Mass. And that's probably about the earliest I can recall, a possible vocation of the priesthood for myself. As I got into middle school, that idea of being a priest, I kind of put that in the back of my mind. I didn't really think too much about it. And during my sophomore year of high school, I was invited by a friend to join a young men's prayer group called the Legion of Our Lady. It was ran by, at that time, it was ran by Father Kautsky, Mr. Adam Story, and Mr. Andy Schreck. The last two were, and all three of them were at Dowling at that time. It was a good group for young men to be able to build fraternity and whatnot. And for myself, I built fraternity through that. And kind of opening myself up to that and opening myself up more to the Lord during that time, because it's a men's prayer group, so obviously we're going to be praying. I was opened up more to the possibility that God may be calling me to be a priest. And so as I realized that I was really at peace with that. It's like, yeah, maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. And so talking to the Diocese, talking to Father Joe Pins, they were happy to have me. But at the same time they said, we want to get your grades up. We know you have what it takes. We just want you to be able to start working on that and, working on that. So I actually went to Des Moines Area Community College for the first year, my year after I graduated Dowling in 2013. And during that time, I actually had a spiritual director, Father John Acree. And so I was actually working with him throughout that time. During that year, I went on a seminary visit to Conception Seminary. It's Conception Abbey in Northwest Missouri, near Maryville. And during that time, during that visit, I realized, talked to the diocese and I said, visiting this seminary, this is maybe where I want to start my seminary formation. And so in the fall of 2014, that's when I entered seminary. In all the time I've been in seminary, one thing I've known is the generosity of the people. So I'd say first off, I'd say thank you to everybody. Most importantly through the prayers that everybody that we've received as seminarians and I've received from the people, it's been a wonderful thing. And it's helped me. Not only that, but also to the notes I received, the notes, just words of kindness I received from people, and not to mention also the financial support too. Is also those things all in different ways have really helped all of us. It helped me throughout this time in seminary. So first, I just want to say thank you for that, and also. Perhaps also for your continued support, and also just asked for your continued prayers as well and continued support. It's wonderful to be out here in the Diocese of Des Moines. It's great people. So it asks for, your continued support and continued prayers, so that, in the future, that that after my ordination as a priest, and also for all the other priests as well, the diocese, that we can continue to serve you all well, that we can continue to serve the diocese well. my parents growing up, they became increasingly active in their faith, you know. And one of the things that they always talked about, you know, it'd be really, you know, wonderful, you know, to have a priest in the family. Now, that being said, they were also very clear that, you know, if this is what God's calling you to do, go ahead and do it. If God's not calling you to do this, you know, we're not, you know, do whatever, you know, don't do that if you're not feeling called to do that, you know. So they were very open either way, and so it's been very good. So having that support has been very helpful. And so looking at myself going in